Bart Kotter here. I'd like to share with you my ASEA story. My story actually begins well and truly before being introduced to ASEA. In fact, I was actually introduced to the network marketing profession over 25 years ago, and it's really been quite a remarkable journey. At the time, I was living in Maui, Hawaii. I was living in paradise, and I was working for the United States Chamber of Commerce. It gave me a great opportunity to talk with thousands of business owners, and really I grew to love the concept of free enterprise and have a lot of respect for people who are willing to step out and take some risk and responsibility for their own life to start their own business, their own destiny. But as for me, I was in a position where I was, to be perfectly honest, I was buried in credit card debt. I was going in reverse financially, and I was not in a good place. I wanted more for my life. I knew I could make a living, but I wanted to be able to design a life and to create more. I wanted more. A friend of mine called me up and he introduced me to a company, some products, technology that was actually pretty good stuff at the time. But what really happened is he also introduced me to a gentleman who ended up becoming my mentor in the profession. And I remember he said at the time he was earning $62,000 a month, and that was by far more than I was earning annually. And I thought, man, I could just about live on that. And he said something to me. He says, you know, that there's more important things to worry about than lousy bills. The income that he had gave him an opportunity to create memories and opportunities and help his family. And I fell in love with the concept of network marketing, and I made a decision to run with it. And like I said, that was a long time ago. The problem is that company that I was involved with lost its way. I was with that company for 19 years, and they ended up selling out. The ownership changed, the management changed. And what happened was customer service just went in the toilet. Quality control was gone. And it was really disheartening because it was something that I didn't feel like I could share with other people, not with integrity. And what was even more distressing was seeing people that I cared about and people that I loved that were hurt too. In fact, some people even went into bankruptcy. And so it put me in a very awkward position because I was actually earning a pretty good income from that company, but I just couldn't, my heart wasn't in it. And so it was about that time, Melissa and I had moved to Australia. We were also dealing with some other pretty serious challenges as our income was going down from that business, and also dealt for years with an issue that kept perpetuating, some legal issues that really hurt us financially. And I had to find something that could create a living for my family. And I was scared because we were in a pretty tough spot. And I knew that something had to change. Now, full confession, I'm a college dropout. I had completed a couple of years at Utah State University, but university wasn't for me. But it was put me in a position where I wasn't skilled for anything. And I thought, and the idea of going out and looking for a job, a job, I knew that stood for just over broke. At least that's what I had thought. I wanted to be in charge and control my own destiny, but I did have apprehension about the network marketing profession. Well, I remember the day that Ed Weens called me up on the phone and he said, Bart, he says, I think we better take a closer look at this company called ASEA. And you see, Ed and I had both been approached by people in ASEA. In fact, people who had been involved with the previous company had jumped ship and had joined ASEA. But just maybe perhaps the timing just wasn't right for me previously, maybe the income. And fact is, we had just moved to Australia. ASEA wasn't in Australia at the time. But I listened to him and I thought, this is really, truly worth taking a closer look at. He put me on the phone with Chuck and Tammy Gates, who shared how their passion and how the journey that they had, the experience they had with this company. And I was given a gift. I was given the opportunity to fly to Salt Lake City. And I am so grateful for that because I was able to meet the people, meet the corporation. And I went there with really probably the main purpose was because I wanted to feel their heart. I wanted to find out, were these people that I could really, truly want to be in business with? And you know, there are certain people that you meet in your life, you look in their eye, you shake their hand, and you just know that there's something special about them. And I want to tell you, that was Vertus Norton. Not only that, it was Tyler Norton. It was also Dr. Gary Samuelson, the atomic medical physicist. It was really the whole executive team at ASEA. I remember sitting in the boardroom as they're talking about the technology and they're sharing where they'd come from, their journey and their past. I literally got goosebumps everywhere. In fact, I was literally holding back the tears. It felt like I had been lost in the desert for 20 years and I had found my home. I knew that this was people that I could really trust to be in, to be in business with, to put my faith and my belief in. And also I came to a real clear understanding of how profound this technology was and how important it was to get out to the world. In fact, I realized that every single person that I knew, that I cared about, and that I loved needed to know about this technology. And on that day, I remember I made a decision, and I am so glad that I did. Our life has completely changed since that time. Melissa and I just are so grateful every single day for the blessings that we have, for the financial freedom that we have, for the friends and the family. And when I say family, I mean the ASEA family, because it really does feel like that. And we just know that this is a place that we can truly call home, and that we can really be in charge of our own destiny. So so grateful and blessed to be on this journey. Thank you.